Today, we're going to talk about something that could be a whole new direction for artificial intelligence. It's a concept called BearingField, and it's basically a new compass for AI.
Look, there's no doubt that AI is incredibly powerful. I mean, it can write code, it can create amazing art, it can sift through just mountains of data. But it's got a big problem. It's lost. You know how these models can just make stuff up? They call it hallucinating, or they'll contradict themselves. That's not because they're not smart enough. It's because they have no sense of direction. Think of it this way. AI has this massive, powerful engine, but it's driving completely blind with no map and no compass.
So what's the fix for that? Well, there's this system called BearingField. And to really get what it's all about, all we have to do is just break down the name itself.
Okay, so first up, we've got bearing. Simple enough, right? A bearing gives you your direction, but it's more than that. It's not just about where you are, it's about where you are in relation to everything around you. It's all about orientation.
And then you've got field. Now, think of this just like a magnetic field. You can't see it, but it's this invisible force, this environment that shapes how everything inside it behaves. It's not a list of rigid rules. It's a structure that influences action.
So you put those two ideas together, and voila, you get a bearing field. It is a navigable force environment. It's a space that's actively telling things, whether we're talking about an AI or even a person, where they are and how they should orient themselves. It's the map and the compass that AI has been missing this whole time.
Okay, but how does this thing actually work? Well, the whole system, the whole shebang, really boils down to one simple but incredibly powerful rule.
So how does an AI actually find its way inside this navigable force environment?
The answer is this core idea, and it's so important. Registration before reasoning. Let me give you an analogy. Think about the GPS on your phone. Before it can even start to think about giving you directions to that coffee shop, what's the very first thing it has to do? It has to find itself, right? It locks onto those satellites to pinpoint its exact location. That's registration. Only then can it start reasoning about the best route. BearingField applies that exact same logic to AI. And this breaks down into two really clear steps. First, an AI has to hold the bearing. This means it locks onto fixed points of reference, things like established facts, hard data, maybe a project's core mission. Once its position is set, then it can move to step 2, create the field. Now that it knows exactly where it is, the AI can actually act and reason and work with other AIs or humans inside this shared environment where everyone is finally on the same page.
Now, I know this might sound a little bit abstract, but the real-world applications here are huge. This is all about turning the kind of chaotic way that AIs work now into something cohesive and coordinated. For starters, this could finally put an end to AI hallucinations, because the AI is forced to constantly check its location against what is actually verifiably true. When you have teams of AIs, it stops that chaotic swarm behavior and gives them a shared map to follow. It also builds a real institutional memory, because every piece of information is anchored to where it came from. And maybe most importantly, this lets humans and AIs truly work together on really complex problems. We're talking research, defense, strategic planning, places where getting lost just isn't an option.
But at the end of the day, this isn't just a technical fix. It's really a fundamental shift in how we think about the entire purpose of artificial intelligence.
For the last few years, the whole goal of AI has been pretty simple. Generate answers. Make them faster, make them more creative. Just give me an answer. BearingField suggests a completely new goal: provide orientation. Maybe the future of intelligence isn't about building a machine that just has all the answers. Maybe it's about building a system that helps us and our AI partners navigate complexity together. A tool that helps us map the unknown and keeps us all pointed in the right direction, especially when the path ahead isn't clear at all.
So that really leaves us with one final question to think about. For years, we've been in this frantic race to build a better, smarter, faster artificial brain. But what if what we really need, what will truly unlock that next level of human and machine potential, is simply a better compass?